Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Hoover. Fakes to grab. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw on third. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him to pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now they'll run the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Across the 35, out of bounds, and the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Oh, it's inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Buys a little extra time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over, and they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DA.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That kind of play can really get it going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Caught in the backfield at screen.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's loose. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get...
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. He's already thrown one interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed, and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the... and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's got him in the flat. Past the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Continues to fight for yards. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Give to the back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Payne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Hoover. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punt. There he goes! And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires toward the target. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught close to the marker, it's McAllister. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Turning it on. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
And they'll try to tack on two. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. over the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Fourth down coming up.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a looking to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Got it in the middle. It's McAllister. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught near the sticks. It's McAllister. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.